What's going on, old schoolers? Welcome to episode 7 of the Real GP series. Today we will be taking a look at the level 221 TzHaar-Kets. Thanks for coming back to check out yet another video that I've made. The support and following you all have given me over the past year has really been awesome. If you haven't done so yet, check out my Instagram and Twitter and give me a follow. You'll be able to see when I post a new video and maybe check out some subscriber submitted achievements, RuneScape memes, or whatever else I feel like posting. Also, if you're not currently part of any clan chat, please feel free to hang out in mine. The popularity has been growing rapidly and I've seen a lot of people looking for bossing groups lately. Lastly, by popular demand, I have started a Discord channel for the Slayer Squad. If you'd like to come in and talk or just hang out with the rest of the squad, you can find the permanent invite link in the description below. So let me stop babbling and get into today's content. This past summer of 2017, Jagex released an area containing what is thought to be the most difficult boss RuneScape has ever seen. Along with the release of this area came the introduction of a higher level version of an already existing NPC. Before the addition of Mol-Ul-Rek, we only had the ability to kill the level 149 TzHaar-Kets. Afterward, a new stronger version of the TzHaar-Ket was added. These guys are level 221 and they pack a hell of a punch, but they can also be very rewarding, if you're lucky. So before we get into the background information of the level 221s, let's check out how to get there. The TzHaar area is located on the island of Karamja underneath the volcano on Musa Point. The fastest way to get here is either use an Amulet of Glory, teleport to Karamja and run west, or if you have 83 farming, use the Spirit Tree patch located at the northeast corner of Brimhaven. Once you enter the cave entrance on the volcano, you'll then see another cave entrance just to the east of where you're standing. Go in here and you'll now be in the TzHaar area. So now that you're in the TzHaar area, you'll need to head a bit south and then to your east to the barrier that separates the old TzHaar area from Mol-Ul-Rek. In order to enter Mol-Ul-Rek, you'll need to prove that you are worthy to the TzHaars guarding the entrance. The only way to enter this area is to show them a fire cape to prove your worthiness. Don't get this confused with the Inferno. You only need to show the fire cape to enter this area. While attempting the Inferno, you need to sacrifice one. Once you've entered Mol-Ul-Rek, just look around for the big red guys that are level 221. They're roaming around in different areas throughout the area. There's a few right near the bank, most likely making that area the best place to kill them. Now, as I said before, these TzHaar-Kets are level 221, while the weaker TzHaar-Kets are level 149. The new TzHaar-Kets have a hit points level of 200, are not aggressive, attack with a crush style melee attack, and their maximum hit is 19. Their primary weakness is magic, but crush style attacks also work very well on them as they are rock type creatures. Their combat stats are actually pretty impressive for level 221 NPCs. They boast an attack level of 200, strength level of 180, and a defense level of 190. They also apparently have a magic level of 40, which will give them a little bit of magic defense. They do not have any additional defensive stats, so whatever method of combat you choose to kill them with is really your choice. If you decide to use magic or ranged, you can use the sulfur vents around the area to lure and safe spot them. As for me, I decided to go ahead and melee them. Magic is pretty costly here, and range just didn't quite kill them fast enough. As for the drop table, it's honestly not that impressive, but can be pretty profitable given some lucky RNG. With the addition of these new NPCs into the game, we also saw a new set of armor come into the game as well. Obsidian Armor can either be bought from the shop with Tokul, which is the currency in the TzHaar area, or can be obtained from these guys as drops. The Obsidian Armor is actually pretty decent as it does have a set effect. When the entire set is equipped, it will give us a 10% boost in melee accuracy and strength with any obsidian weaponry. This can also be paired with the Berserker necklace, which is an enchanted onyx necklace, to give an additional 20% strength bonus. Remember though, this can only be utilized with the obsidian melee weaponry. Using all of this with the obsidian sword can actually rival the experience per hour of the dragon scimitar if you haven't completed Monkey Madness 1. So in addition to dropping the armor, the level 221 TzHaar-Kets also drop the obsidian mauls, obsidian shields, and obsidian capes, all at a drop rate of 1 in 512. Now the drop rate for the armor isn't actually listed, but based on the other obsidian drops, they're most likely also going to be a drop rate of 1 in 512. Combining all of these odds together, you're looking at a total drop rate of one of these items about 1 in 85 kills. So the odds aren't really too bad, it'll just take a bit of luck to get the drop you want. Additionally, the TzHaar-Kets also dropped their currency, Tokul, in sold TzHaar heads, uncut gems up to diamond, and between 1 and 4 onyx bolt tips. This is listed as a rare drop as well, but if I can make a guess, I'd say the onyx bolt tip drops are probably around 1 in 256. I did get a decent amount of them. Alright, so now on to the gear setup. Reiterating from earlier, these can be safely maged and ranged, but for quicker kills and more chances for a drop, I decided to go with meleeing them. For my setup, I went with the Helm of Nitzknot, Fire Cape, Amulet of Torture, Unholy Blessing for the prayer boost, Proselyte Plate and Legs, Barrow's Gloves, Primordial Boots, an Imbued Berserker's Ring, and my choice of weapon was the Abyssal Bludgeon. The Abyssal Bludgeon is definitely a great weapon to use here, as it is the best crush weapon in the game. It also shares the same attack speed as the Abyssal Whip, making it the greatest crush option. In my inventory, you'll see a couple of supersets, 10 prayer potions, and a gem bag. In all honesty, the inventory can really be set up however you'd like, as there is a bank very close to where you'll be. The gem bag also isn't necessary for the same reason, but I have one, so why not use it just because? But because these guys can hit so consistently and decently high, you must use Protect Melee against them. Unlike the level 149s, these will kill you very quickly if your prayer drops and you're not paying attention. Ask me how I know. So now that you know how to get there, how to fight them, and what to use against them, let's go ahead and check out the loot and profit per hour. As usual, I spent 25 hours killing the TzHaar-Kets and managed to rake in somewhere between 1,750 and 2,000 kills. Because there's no actual way to track these kills aside from actually counting, I just did a couple of trials where I counted how many I killed in an hour. I came up with between 70 and 80 kills per hour. For how strong these dudes are, I thought that was actually pretty good range. Now as for supplies, I ended up using 28 supersets and 149 prayer potions, which cost me a total of 1,356,358 GP. Throughout the 25 hours, I ended up grabbing 1 obsidian helmet, 1 obsidian plate body, 2 obsidian legs, 3 mauls, and 3 capes. So let's go ahead and throw the loot into the price checker and see what my total loot value is. 6,873,477 GP. This is not my best loot from a 25-hour camp, but it's also not my worst. So this will bring my total profit for 25 hours to 5,517,119 GP, which we can go ahead and just round to 5.15 mil. Divide this by 25 and we get a total profit of 220k per hour. So, my thoughts, definitely not good for camping for cash. Well, obviously from the profit per hour, but I will say this, if you're hunting for your own obsidian set and don't feel like shelling out the cash for it, it may be a viable option just to camp these until you acquire all the pieces yourself, or enough drops to sell pieces you don't need to buy the pieces you do need. Although I didn't make a ton of cash from this, it was definitely fun to hunt for my own set of Obsidian Armor, which I will be having some fun with, so thank you to those of you who wanted to see this video. But that is going to wrap up episode 7 of the Real GP series. As usual, I'm having a ton of fun going through the most popular subscriber requests and figuring out just how much you can actually make by camping these different NPCs. Don't forget, new videos every Sunday morning. Come hang out in my CC and chat with me, maybe do some bossing with me and the squad. As usual, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, they really do help the video spread around. And lastly, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button on your way out. I will see you all next week. Take it easy, everybody.